Hello, good morning. Today is Saturday. Currently, it's um, 7:08. Actually, I'm heading to work, and I'm just going in to do a 4 hours short shift for today. Um, that's what they want us to do, and then thought to record a little video on the way there because this might be the last video. Um, the last long commute driving to work video. Um, yeah, I did a few of those in the past, but because we are moving to our new house in please proceed 2 weeks, highlighted route, so this then the route guidance will start. This might be the last one. Next right at the next stop sign. So and then right turn at the end of the road. It's a rainy day. It's still early in the morning, but it's in a quarter of a mile, right turn at the end of the road. But it's pretty wet, so I have to fight with my navigation lady who is talking very loudly at the beginning. So, well, I do appreciate her. I rely on her to get to work every day. Uh, so it's so pretty now. The temperature is perfect, not too cold, not too hot. Right turn at the end of the road. And it's green everywhere. And after this past super long winter, in a quarter of a mile, sharp left turn onto Ardmore Boulevard. It's just so refreshing to see the greens, and there are cherry trees here and there, some pink colored, but mostly green. So beautiful. I wish I can film it, what I see, but I'll just describe what I see. And so, yeah, so yesterday we went to our final walkthrough for our new home. I didn't make a video because next sharp left at the next traffic light. Pretty much, I've did quite a few videos in the past. The structure, everything is the same. Nothing has changed. So I just I think next Saturday when we go visit, because there were a few minor issues during the final walkthrough we spotted, and they're gonna fix it. So by next Saturday, it's supposed to be brand new, spot clean. No blemishes anywhere. So kind of, so I might make a final new home in half video. Of a mile, keep right onto just I-376 west. Just to kind of complete the series of building this new house. So before we moving on to our next step with moving and decorating the house. So okay, so let me see when I'm gonna be there. I can't see because the phone blocked it. Oh wow. It's okay. I think I'll be there on time. So I have quite a few things that I want to talk about, but 76 west. But I don't know if it's a good idea to touch on so many different things, in one video. So I think I'm just left onto I-376 west. Yeah, I might keep it simple and focus on one thing or two. Oh, so many green trees. This is so pretty. So very beautiful. Proceed on I-376 west. I'm just so excited, like that I finally, in a short 2 weeks. Actually, today is Saturday, right? I do a day, kind of half a day daytime shift. But my regular night, 1:30 to 10 p.m. My regular night shift, I only have 9 days left. So next week, whole week, and the following week, only 4 days. So I will take that Friday off to close our house and then kind of start moving. So yeah, it's really exciting. I'm just so happy that I finally don't have to commute 2 hours a day, especially 1 hour at night after work. It it's very stressful. It affects my sleep. It kind of I'm just so excited to move closer and be able to enjoy a very short commute, like 12, 12 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes um, one way to work, and then and back home. So and yeah, as you can see, it's kind of cloudy outside. It's not very bright, and then it's still raining a little. So not too bad, just like a little bit drizzling, like not too bad of a rain. Yeah, I'm just really noticing the green trees um, everywhere. It's so beautiful. It's hard to remember those trees exist during winter time because everywhere is gray and just dead branches and kind of, I mean, not dead, but like, you know, no green color. So I'm just feel so happy to see them. And then uh, first tunnel, yeah. So I guess just a little bit life updates, and then talk about. I want to talk about something about like um, reflecting. Um, I like to reflect on my life periodically to stay on track and to not lose the vision, to kind of appreciate whatever currently is going on and be able to enjoy the process. So this is not something that I have done often in the past. So and recently I started doing that, and I feel like it's very helpful. Um, so I want to share it a little bit. Um, and my voice is still not fully recovered. Maybe you can hear it. Um, I have been really sick for the past, at this point, it's almost 2 weeks. Like, I don't know what it is. I didn't get it tested on COVID or anything, but I think it's a flu or sort of viral infection. Um, like an upper respiratory kind of. But yeah, this has been one of the most severe episodes in my life. It was pretty rough, um, especially that I had to work because I ran out of sick days. I couldn't stay home really. So, but thankfully, the most miserable days were on weekends. So I was able to just rest and recover and just push through when I had to go to work on the weekdays. So, wow, it's getting darker. It's kind of cloudy. Um, and funny, like I wanted to try to record a video, with like my camera like flip horizontally and just to test if this is a normal full size video when I upload it. But then I forgot my card, this phone holder here. I don't have that feature to flip it horizontally. It's only like vertical. So, oh well, I'm sure I'll make another video with my phone flipped horizontally. So, don't know. I mean, I don't have anything serious I want to talk about. Just kind of chit chat and just relax. And then I don't know, you guys. Like when people watch video on YouTube, there are incidences that we are, trying to find information, but is it possible that there are also a population who just want to chill and hear someone talking? And that's kind of my
In 2 miles, I-3,
my intention
west is on the left.
at least for this video. So you know, and maybe hear some of this ring sound if the mic, if this little mic here can pick it up. It's raining. The raindrops hit the windows, and it's just very soothing. And also, I'm happy because a Saturday, usually the Saturday once a month mandatory Saturday shift, it's pretty rough for me because I get home, late at night the previous day, and then I have to get to work early morning on Saturday once a month. But after moving, it will be a lot more easier. And this is the last Saturday that I'm traveling, longer commute. And the next month, Saturday, the schedule is already out. So I just moved into our new home. So this is the very last Saturday.
I-76 west is on the left.
Working and before moving. So yeah, just try to find the little things to appreciate and be thankful for. It's all about the little things, right? I mean, how many times there are like huge major things that to be excited about on a day-to-day basis. So probably not many. So really trying to learn to pick up the little things and appreciate them, and really helps me to gain perspective. Second tunnel. Yes, I do pass like 2 tunnels.
Continue on I-376 west.
Also, like, as I reflect on my life and try to gain perspectives, I realized that my whole life I've been rushing. I've been too rushy to do whatever. It's almost like a habit, like a habitual kind of behavior. Like you don't even realize you're doing it, but you're just not. I don't know about others, but for me, like I feel like more naturally, like I was rushing. And then one day I just realized, hey, why am I rushing? What am I doing? Like, what's the rush? Like, right? So, um, because when I realized that I wasn't necessarily trying to get anywhere, trying to accomplish anything, I was just doing my daily, you know, usual routines. But inwardly, I have a sense of, hurry. So, which is not really appreciated because I don't want to. It doesn't make you feel good to always being pushed to rush, right? So And I kind of told myself, it's okay to slow down. You know, I'm not really rushing anywhere. It's okay to slow down, to just really be mindful about the things you're doing, and just after I told myself that, I feel like I'm able to let go of the rushy feeling and the urgency to kind of hurry to the next step. So, I mean, I'm still moving forward with whatever I was doing, but I was able to just slow down and feel the surroundings and feel the process that I'm in. It's almost like you can experience more when you allow yourself to slow down rather than just all you see is the next step. Um, so yeah, that's one thing that I learned and really enjoy with my little reflection um, uh, routine. I'm sure you can hear the raindrops right now. It's pretty loud. Does that feel really good to hear it?
Continue on I-3, 76 West.
Bear with me if I'm like keeping silent here, not talking at all. Maybe you can take the moment to relax yourself. Um, so, or just enjoy the rain or the greens. It's picking up on the camera. As you can see that greens on the roadside. So beautiful. I think I'll be there on time. Yes. And with the reflecting um, related um, topics, and I also realized I don't have to let the it's like really you have the power to let anything upset you. Let's just say um and something happened that you got upset, right? So, and in the past I would just be upset and didn't really think much about why or how can I do differently, what happened to kind of dissolve it. I just kind of let the emotion that is triggered by the environment to control me for a period of time, you know. And with a little reflections practice, I realized, I don't have to. I I don't have to get upset when something happens, right? So there's an example. Um, I'm going to a storytelling mode right now, so why not? This is fun. Just story time, chit chat, kind of a. So, um, just for one example, like, okay, so, um, see how this can really impact you. So, for my work, right, we are scheduled on a weekly basis to work at different stations, to uh, do the same work, but we rotate like different spots throughout the pharmacy, kind of to be fair for everyone, to utilize all the good advantages with certain stations. Um, so the past 2 weeks, I have been scheduled for the most part, like most of the week, um, on a station or two that are less ideal, okay, less ideal, less not popular stations, um, like for 3 4 days a week, and I do get one day to do other types of work that is on one fixed station. That's like a different type of work. But for the regular type work that everyone does, um, yeah, I was scheduled at this one or two of those least preferred stations 2 weeks in a row. Usually, you stay there for a week, and next week you get to stay somewhere else. Just. But I noticed that for the past 2 weeks, I have been, for the most part, I've been on those two spots. And the first week was fine. The second week, I start to get a little irritated. Like why, I got scheduled here again. So that was last week, right? That was the second week. Was last week, and I wasn't really having positive moods on a couple of days of last week. So that really affected my work, and it doesn't really make me feel better anyway. So
In 2 miles,
um,
I-376
and then
west
and
is
then
on the left.
and then guess what? This morning, yesterday I took day off because we had the final walkthrough. Um, Yesterday was Friday, and they already put out the schedule, and then guess what? This morning I woke up and getting ready for work, and I checked the schedule for next week, and they put me on the same two spots again. So at this point, okay, so it would be like 3 weeks in a row. I am rotating on this two of the least preferred spots. Like, honestly, I was pissed off at the beginning when I saw it this morning, okay? So, and if I wasn't being careful, it's gonna go downhill. It's gonna ruin my day, ruin my week next week. So, that was what happened in the past, okay? When anything like this, small things um, like this happens, I let them um, affect me very unnecessarily and affects my feeling,
I-376 west is
and
on
then
the left.
thankfully, so when I realized that my feelings start to feel negative, started to go to the negative route, start blaming, start complaining, like why they put me on there 3 weeks in a row, um, and that feeling is really bad, and I'm familiar with the feeling, so
Proceed on I-376 west.
so like I felt miserable for a little bit, and I was like sitting on the floor there thinking about it. But thankfully, I was able to um, recognize that, and I decided to, like, I'm not going to let this control me. I'm not going to let this little thing affect my day today. I'm going to work, or even next week. Um, as for why they scheduled me on their 3 weeks in a row, as far as I know, I did not do anything wrong. I believe I'm a decent worker, and I'm trying to be positive and pleasant, but sometimes it's not always possible at work. It's workplace, right? Everybody understands. So, but just for the work wise, I believe I'm a decent work. So I really don't understand why they punish. I'm not sure if it's a punish, but but like it's kind of feel like a little punishing. Okay, so why I got scheduled on that spot 3 weeks in a row. Okay, um, except Monday for next week, I'm on a special station. Like only some pharmacists, I guess half of pharmacists get to work on that special station. It's really nothing special. It's just taking care of the miscellaneous stuff instead of doing mainstream production. So, but anyway, Monday I'm on that special station, and the rest of the week I'm on this. I'm rotating between these two least preferred spots. So yeah, so I'm like, I'm not going to let that affect me. As far as why they schedule me there, I don't understand. I'm not going to assume that any reasons, right? It wouldn't help. So, so after I decide to not let that affect me, it's obviously an upsetting thing, right? But after I decide to not let that affect me, and my feeling changed, like that really no longer bother me anymore. Um, Instead, I start to feel like, oh, I'm thankful. At least I still have a job, right? I go to work and I make a living, and this job is afforded us this beautiful house. I'm thankful for it. Why on earth I would be upset because I was put on a spot that I'm not really prefer. So I'm really not preferring that spot. But just because I don't prefer to work at a certain spot, should that make me like feel less appreciated about this job? Um, I don't think so. I don't think that's necessary or even related for that matter. So that actually, after you kind of tell yourself consciously, that really changes everything. So I no longer feel being punished. I feel like, whatever the reason behind it, I'm going to focus on the positive, um, with this situation, which is, I'm thankful. I can work. I can contribute to the society. And in return, I make a living, and I'm moving into this beautiful house. Should I let that affect me? Affect everything? Just because it's one little area? Certainly not. So, and yeah, I feel so much different now, and I have a whole new perspective and whole new attitude. So it's just really helpful. Oh, the rain gets heavy now. It's really dark. It's kind of getting pretty dark outside. Yeah, so this is an example. It's just one example that happened to me recently. That you really have the power to control whether or not you be upset. So that's not to say you will not get upset at all when an upsetting thing happens. That's not. We're not robots, right? We're not robot programmed to be always happy. We're intelligent human beings. We're intelligently, amazingly created by God Almighty. So we have the capability to experience all these emotions. But I think it's very important to regulate early on, especially those negative emotions that you really have the power to control, um, how you want those emotions to affect you. So you're still gonna feel them. Something upsetting happens. You really have the power to decide to stay in that upsetting environment, letting that thing bother you, or you can choose to step out of it and step beyond it. So, and that's and and take a ride, just like ride above the wave, kind of the wave of life. So, um, yeah. So I think that's kind of valuable, something valuable. I believe, and again, just those kind of reflections, kind of realizations, it's hard to get it if you're constantly on a rushing, go go go, like um, mode. Maybe you do, but for me, I won't be able to realize those. So it's only like you slow down, you kind of allow your thought, your thoughts, what you're thinking, your emotions to really just like a little show, like rise in front of your eyes, and you realize it. You start, hey, this happened. Why? Like you'll start to regulate them. So that's why I think it's very important to take some quiet time on a daily basis to just reflect so that you don't lose your focus in life. And for me, it really helps with my mental health, and um, of course it helps you to take care of your physical health. Um, yeah, just overall being well rounded. So and then wow, it starts raining heavily. At least my car is clean. This is so exciting right now. Like, we pretty much the house is like okay. Now I'm going to another. I'm moving away from our reflection talk because I'm thinking about our new house again right now. Like, they give us our everything is done. Like the garage door, there's a code. So they give us a code, like the code that everyone knows, so we can go in. But after closing, we can reprogram the code, and you know. But at this point, I really feel like the house is ours, and um, it's just a matter of time going through the paperwork. We're very thankful, very very thankful for the whole process, and I I think my manager just sent out the email about today's assignment. So um, yeah. Anyway, so I think I did a little short a long time ago, months ago maybe, um, about like why I was so happy that day. Um, so I still remember that. So I need to make a video. I think gonna be after we move in and settling, kind of, and really want to share. This is real. This is um, like a testimony. So yeah, it's just the way everything happened with the process. There were multiple times we we thought a situation looks like we won't able to proceed with that, with building this house, like different reasons um, that were all kind of beyond our control. But miraculously, like those all just resolved. Like um, I'm I'm going to talk in detail in my video for that, but yeah, I just feel like I have to really think about, really like taking the reality that this house is it's really ours. Everything is clear, it's all clear. It's just a matter of time to get the keys. So yeah, this process is really humbles me. Like I am a worrisome person. Like I'm just anything can bother me. Like, oh, I tell you that if I were say the person in the past, I mean I'm evolving, I'm changing, but I'm not who I used to be 100%. Um, just who I used to be, that version. I'll tell you that this little change, this little um, matter with they schedule me on that least favorite spot for 3 weeks in a row. That would totally knock me down, like bother me, and my whole world will be flipped upside down. I would be so negative, complaining, and I would ruin all the joys, other joys in my life just because of that. That was who I was. It's just who I was. Um, but I'm so thankful I'm no longer that version. Uh, because you just missed out on all of your um, you basically miss out on life just because one little thing, less desirable thing happened. So I'm so glad I'm no longer that version. So yeah, I don't know. I just want to share those for those who need to hear. I don't know who will ever listen to or watch this long video, but I feel like I can only truly deliver something I think meaningful in kind of a longer video like this. Like a storytelling, chit chat, kind of talking, kind of a style. Just honest, heart to heart. I kind of talk. So I my intention is to really talking it out loud actually really helps me to really solidify the things that I've been learning, and it helps me, and I really hope it helps whoever hears it. Um, you know, kind of um, be able to benefit the way I am benefiting from it. So, and okay, so we're 38 minutes into the video, and I am almost at work. Saturday driving is nice. There's still quite a bit of cars, but for the most part, it's an easy drive. So, and
In 2 miles,
anyway, so
39 is on the right.
I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed listening or watching. um, I guess mostly listening because there's really not much to watch other than just me driving. Um, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something too, or something inspiring, something make you think. Um, um, Leave a comment if you like, and or just say hi and stay connected, and you know. So I really want to build a community here to be able to share, to connect. I think it's such a beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm really enjoy doing this. So I feel like I'm telling a friend. I feel like I'm talking to a friend, and I'm able to really open up, kind of be honest. Um, Nothing fake here. It's really just honest talk. No AI, and just real person. So I hope I can touch your heart and make you appreciate your life, and
39 is on the right, and then keep right.
keep learning and keep growing, and while we kind of travel through this journey in life together. So Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!